Happy holidays, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all enjoying the season. Today, we're diving into a classic, Black Christmas, 1974. But before we get into it, let me just make one thing clear. I don't think Black Christmas is the best Christmas movie out there. My number one pick will always be Silent Night, Deadly Night. I even reviewed it yesterday, so make sure to check that out if you're into holiday slashers. But back to Black Christmas. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely above average, but it's just not my personal favorite slasher. It's a bit slower than what I usually go for, and for me, it doesn't quite hit the mark. But I totally get why some people love it. It's just not my thing. Now, if you're not familiar with Black Christmas, this movie is often considered one of the first ever slashers, and honestly, it paved the way for so many of the genre's staples. Fun fact, Black Christmas came out just a month after the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it's considered the second ever slasher film. Kinda crazy to think about when you look at the genre today. Also, major shout out to Bob Clark, the man behind this movie. He directed and wrote Black Christmas, and he's the same guy who gave us Porky's, which is an absolute gem, and A Christmas Story. Sorry, but I think that one's kind of overrated. But hey, we all have our opinions, right? Now, let's talk about what Black Christmas really nails. The atmosphere. The cold, snowy Christmas setting? It's perfect. The movie takes place in a sorority house, and it's just so dark and claustrophobic, you can almost feel the tension in the air. There's something about the lighting and shadows in this film that creates this incredibly eerie vibe, especially as the movie goes on and the house empties out. The final act? That's where the movie really starts to shine. The tension is through the roof, and it's one of the few slashers that still gets to me. There's this moment where Billy the killer stabs one of the girls with a unicorn statue, and you just see him lurking in the shadows. It's a simple shot, but it's incredibly effective. It's those little moments that really set this film apart from others. Now, as much as I want to give Black Christmas a higher rating, I just can't. The entertainment factor isn't quite there for me. I'm all about rewatch value, and for a slasher, this one doesn't quite have that high-energy, all-out chaos that I enjoy in later 80s slashers. It's a slow burn, and while it definitely has some creepy moments and some great tension, it just doesn't hit all the notes for me. So, for all those reasons, I'm giving it a solid 3.5 out of 5. It's definitely worth a watch, especially if you're a fan of classic slashers or just enjoy the slower, suspense-driven horror movies. But in my book, it's not quite perfect. That's all for today's review, folks. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below with your thoughts on Black Christmas. Do you love it, or is it just not your thing? I'd love to hear your take. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.